Hi and welcome along to the weekend preview. We are previewing all the games that are taking place in the Premier League, the last games before Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. To preview those games, we've got Flex, United View, big Man United fan. We've got Doyle from the Cop TV, big Liverpool fan. Abbi Summers, Tottenham's finest, and Man City's finest.
And anyone who's not Arsenal's finest.
And Matisse,
Celtic,
off the back of a win for Chelsea. Big up to Matisse.
Huge win. It's as if they won it.
This
Celebrations.
Did you win?
The celebrations.
Wow. What does she know about winning?
This video is brought to you today by Fair Play. Fair Play is an app that allows you to place a real money bet against your mates and for real cash. You can bet on whatever you choose. It can be on football, it can be on FIFA, it can be on a golf match. Anything you like, you make the rules, and how you do it is up to you. And you know you've got that mate that never pays up. Yeah?
Have you paid?
Yeah, AGT.
Gilly, I was about to say, Gilly is that man, lad.
Yeah.
And as soon as you own something, lad, he's on you.
Yeah. Well, listen, with Fair Play, they have to pay up because you deposit the money in. There's no commission, and you get 100% of the winnings. That means if I bet you £10 that Arsenal going to beat Liverpool,
Poor bet.
and we win, I automatically get my money. I don't have to wait until the next time he comes down from Liverpool to get the money.
Which you would if it was AGT.
Right, which I would with AGT, yes. Right? So it's free to download. So if you want to get involved right now, download the app via the link in the description. You can also scan the QR code on the screen. There's our special offer this week, as we always do here on DR Sports. The offer is if you use the promo code Anfield when signing up, and if Arsenal score versus Liverpool, there was always goals in this game.
Always.
You'll get yourself a £10 free bet. Can't argue with that, can you?
Easy money, that.
All right. Easy if you used it before. You're good to go. So listen, get involved with that right now. You've got to be 18 or over. Be gamble aware, as always, and the link is in the description. Looking ahead to the games at the weekend, but before we do that, let's talk about the, because a couple of games already gone on this week. The Carabao Cup. Doyle's smiling big time because I was hoping as an Arsenal fan, that, West Ham were going to give, Liverpool a tough game, especially after the 0-0 last week, they come there, at least give them a tough go. I know West Ham ain't won there for about 60 odd years.
But you expected them to.
No, not even win, but just give them a tough game.
Yeah, just something.
So
Just
that,
something,
when we come at the weekend, they're a bit, no, you know what they did? They gave them a training session, right, where they got battered 5-1. I've got to say, right, before I even ask you, Doyle, I don't know, West Ham fans, I felt sorry for them. They brought a lot of fans up to that game. First of all, why are West Ham resting players? I know they got Manchester United at the weekend, but
Don't need to rest for that.
do they not want to win a trophy? This was a big opportunity for
Beat
them.
you at home, didn't they?
If you beat Liverpool,
Carry on.
you think about it. If West Ham beat Liverpool last night, the teams left in it. Chelsea, you're not having the greatest of seasons, as we know. Right? Fulham, who, come on, West Ham should be able to, even though they got battered by them the other day, but they should be able to fancy them.
Two legs as well.
And Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
And you go up and play a weakened side, first of all. No Paqueta and people like that. I didn't get that. I just didn't. Why?
It was weird. It was weird.
I I understand why Liverpool have done it. They're at home.
Yeah.
They've got a great squad.
Can do
but
it.
why are West Ham resting players?
They didn't have a shot on goal, not on target, on goal until like 77th minute.
Yeah. Was that when
We started
Bowen
to play a
scored,
game.
yeah.
It was mad.
It was, and I was actually at West Ham yesterday doing some stuff for our game, and I was talking to them about it, and I was talking to Anton Ferdinand about that because he's like, yeah, Liverpool tonight. He's like, yeah, nah, mate, full strength, yeah, ready. Yeah.
couldn't
And then
believe
when
it.
you see that, it's true. It's like, why?
But
Why?
so many managers do it, and I don't know why. Because
No, but in a quarter final.
yeah, I know, but it's really weird, and this is what I don't understand. Because
West Ham are not in the position to be doing it.
I agree.
Liverpool are. They're not.
The EFL, the League Cup is the first trophy, and in all honesty, it's quite an easy road to the final. I mean, there's limited games, they're spaced out, and I would think that any team that's in it, obviously Spurs aren't in it. I wish we were in it, to be fair. I wish we hadn't got knocked out by Fulham, but we're not. So I think that if you want to go and win something, I mean, it's the best one, and it's something that Pep's always
First
said.
season.
I think they're arrested for that.
No, when you got a new manager, Matisse,
It's
Build empires. You can build empires on this cup.
It can leapfrog you to the second half of the season. So I don't understand why you would rest players, especially if you're West Ham.
Yeah, but despite
despite
West Ham's failings, right? I mean, there's a clinical display
done?
by Liverpool, wasn't it? Great,
Isn't it, Robbie?
Sorry, Robbie. I'm just watching.
Robbie, I was just saying to Matisse, like when you got your manager, first season manager, you know. Everything goes out the window. You try in all the competitions.
Free season.
You know, even if you're having a bad season, you know, you get yourself in a position to get a bit of trophy, get a bit of silverware, build some confidence. Don't just go out the first point of asking.
You in it?
You know what I mean?
You in it?
Yeah. Our manager took it seriously for the first time.
But we
won it.
You in it this season?
He's in the mud. Imagine if Pochettino couldn't get anything done at Spurs in his first season, win something at Chelsea, would just prove that Spurs are the problem.
Spurs are the problem.
I'm ready to run the fattest agenda.
I'll put my hand up. I tell you, Spurs have always been.
If Pochettino wins that cup, we will have a picture and it will be framed. No disrespect, because
create villains. You know,
it's going to be framed and it's going to be here, and we're going to bring it to set, and I'm going to have it right in front of me, and that's it. Job done. I don't care what happens after that. He can get sacked.
Let's not get past Borough. Okay, let's not
disrespect Middlesbrough. 100%.
Let's not disrespect them.
Come on, Michael Carrick.
Stuart Downey.
Anyhow,
them
Michael
man there.
Carrick knocks you out.
If you do get past them, you'll probably face Liverpool in the final.
Let's not disrespect Fulham.
Let's not. But let's say that you do, then that worked well for you the last time, wasn't it?
Listen, it's a close game. So much respect.
2 finals against
Close
Liverpool
games.
last time. 1 vote.
We drew with each. We drew them this season. We drew them. You know, over.
Celebrate a draw like that.
Not celebrating. I'm just saying. It's close. It's close.
Hey, wait a minute, guys. I was talking to Doyle about Liverpool, right? And then you just got, you're rattled, aren't you? I mean,
she's rattled. She's been rattled the whole day.
Anyhow, she couldn't even something.
She couldn't even present the quiz this morning for F1. She couldn't present it because she's just rattled. It's brilliant.
No wonder when she wins, she goes at us all because you just create a villain out of it.
No. She started. No. Doyle. Before we get to Liverpool, floor's gonna be yours. Sorry about this. Do not let. I'm telling you, Doyle, as soon as they went on their little 8-game win streak, top of the league, she started throwing all kinds of shades at people like me, Matisse. She's been doing it off her own back. When she wouldn't go to games last year.
Onto it, lad.
She stopped going.
James Maddison ones everywhere, lad.
But clinical by Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's horrid.
Liverpool yesterday were exactly what I thought we were going to be like against Manchester United. We finished, Dominic Solanke with a screamer to start the game off with. We expected that from him against Man United, but can't do that against the low block. And we need to learn.
So we got hooked.
We need to learn how to break these low blocks down, because accountability is the best journey forward without a shadow of a doubt. But we definitely had that against West Ham yesterday, and you could see the lads wanted the response. And I seen massive performances from players like Jones and Elliott, who look like little Iniestas and Xavis, mate. They look brilliant. Jones got 2 goals, the second one ran through the whole team. I was really happy with the performance, and going into the game at the weekend.
Iniestas and Xavis, Doyle.
I know, yeah, alright. I'm a Liverpool fan, lad. We big our players up, lad, you know what I'm saying?
Doyle, come on, mate.
Alright, chill, Winston. But going into the game against Arsenal, that's what you want, isn't it? You want a 5-1 victory at Anfield, the crowd up again. And also, the crowd has been a bit lame recently.
We'll get to that when we talk about the game, but also we've got to mention Chelsea getting past Newcastle on penalties. And
I think we deserved it, honestly.
Deserved in the end.
Yeah, I think
because Newcastle did sort of score and just defend.
Yeah.
And Kieran Trippier again with another horror show. I mean, he's had about 3-4 of them that have been very costly for Newcastle. That one, he had the one in the Champions League against Tottenham. He's been. Yeah. He needs a rest, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think with him, they got Livramento. They had Lewis Hall they could have used for this game, so those two could have played at fullback, but they had Kraft starting. I think from our point of view, our mistake is really what made this game even more difficult than it had to be. Badiashile kicked it onto his own foot, and then suddenly we're chasing the game. But I was actually really happy with the way that we were trying to go about things, because we weren't forcing the play. We weren't just like throwing the ball forward. Like, we were trying to take our time, think about our passes, think about our build-up play. Gallagher was brilliant in this game again. He was like best midfielder by a country mile, winning the ball back for us, progressing it, press resistant, everything that you want him to be. And we hit the bar, we came close a few times, but they were difficult to break down. When Newcastle put up a low block, which is what they should have done in the Champions League when they took the lead, to be honest. They're really difficult to break down. Bruno Guimaraes is such a little shit. I now understand why Arsenal fans, they don't like him after their finisher.
He's vicious, man, lad.
He's vicious.
your team is fine.
Oh yeah,
if
but
not.
he is
Can
vicious.
I
So
ask you something? Because wasn't there quite a few shouts that Caicedo should have been sent off?
Oh, he should have.
yeah, he should have been sent off at the beginning as well.
So you probably should have.
Don't you enter that chat with people who should be getting sent off.
I don't want to hear
See,
about bad
this is
tackles.
what she-
I don't want to hear about bad tackles
Romero.
from you.
Why?
Romero,
Bissouma.
Bissouma.
Yeah.
Yeah?
All right, but they've both been sent off. I'm just asking.
Romero didn't get sent off the other week. He should have been.
All right, so they missed one.
All right.
Caicedo.
Okay.
Caicedo, just ask.
Yeah, but it wasn't malicious. It was just a poor tackle. I'm saying Bruno Guimaraes was actually being malicious in this game.
Last week wasn't malicious. It was just a poor tackle.
Listen,
No, that was a knee breaker.
anyway.
Poor tackle.
Don't know why Tottenham are getting involved here, because you guys, you know what you're going to happen this season. No trophies again. So when it comes down to us, just a good performance. We got that late goal for Trippier's mistake, and then the penalties were brilliant. All of them taken great. So happy.
Couple of super chats here. Noliette says, if Poch wins the cup, Abbi, will you be okay? And Karabitsi says, just some potential newsflash for Abbi. Chelsea versus Spurs will be postponed if Chelsea reach the final, which means Poch could face Spurs with a trophy.
Yeah, he could also knock Clara, but thanks.
You are so petty.
She's
Clara loves to dig me
She's
every single week.
You are
Clara can hold it.
So
Do you know what we should do?
petty. It's
Wait.
unreal.
It's at our ground, isn't it? We should have the Carabao Cup.
Let them
As,
do
they,
it.
as we walk out, put it on one of those little, you know what I mean, on those little tables. As the teams
Seen one
walk
of these
out.
before?
Guard of honour.
Regardless, you're still going to owe me 50 quid at the end of the season.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. For a trophy, I'll pay you
yeah,
that 50 quid. I'll pay you that 50 quid for my trophy. No
True,
problem.
lad.
Especially with Poch as well.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
100%.
on the
Honestly, I said it when
Brilliant.
I said when Poch. I'd rather win a trophy with Poch than finish above them. I said when he first came in, if he wins a trophy with us and I get that picture with him holding it in a Chelsea suit and with the badge, I'm done. You sack him, you go into the sunset. I don't care. I'm not bothered.
Just
That's
do
all
that.
I need.
You know
Yeah,
what's so
that's all I
sad,
need.
Right? That's the only reason they want him there is to make us sad. That's it. But we're okay. We're fine.
You're not going to be okay.
Actually
Abbi will not be okay.
We're fine. We're actually fine.
Abbi, you're not going to be okay.
I'm okay.
Well, as the
It's
draw,
lots of ifs.
the draw is of course Chelsea versus Middlesbrough over 2 legs, and Liverpool versus Fulham. Watch out for Fulham. They've been doing.
Yeah, it's true.
They've been doing. Remember when Fulham
true.
came to your place as well the other day? They
4-3,
did
lad.
all right, innit? So to be, but we are expecting
2 legs,
it to be over 2 legs to be a Chelsea Liverpool final, which would be a great final. So
FA Cup
again.
come.
let's
Again.
wait and see what happens with the Carabao Cup. And also, actually, just before I touch on the previews, the big news has come out today about the Super League. If you guys have seen it, that, obviously the Super League 2021 had all the fans in a frenzy. The big clubs had all got together with this secret deal to start this Super League. The fans revolted against it, and also UEFA and FIFA threatened players, etc., saying, listen, you play in this, you can't play for your country, you'd be banned from playing in Europe and that. Well, the Super League after that, the guys who were organising it sued UEFA and FIFA, saying that, that was unlawful to do that. And they won that hearing today. It is unlawful. They are allowed to set up a Super League. So the Super League thing could be back on again. Now, of course, since that, the Premier League have brought in a new chapter in their sort of contracts where they're saying that teams are not allowed to join it. Yeah. You've also, of course, we're going to be having a regulator in who's saying that they're not going to let teams join it. But for me, it's not dead yet, because if, say, this Super League thing kicks off and it starts going well, you might have clubs saying, well, hold on a minute, we're going to join. And you know what? We will just resign from the Premier League and resign from this, and a whole can of worms opens up again. So
the thing is,
how do you guys feel about it? Because the Super League thing is back on the agenda again.
Nope.
And sorry, there. They've been trying to appease it because the Champions League is changing next year, where you're going to have to play 8 games just to get out of the. Well, there's no more groups.
They're trying.
Mini league?
They're
Yeah.
trying.
Mini league.
World Cup
Mini
teams
league.
is going up.
You got this
They're
this
doing it.
club
They
cup
know.
that's going to be in 2025.
Don't let them fool you, man.
Where the football's going to get the time to play? How
and
are
they
they
brought
going
the
to play?
Nations League in UEFA
Nations
as well.
League,
This is
yeah.
uncharted territory, this, lad. No club has officially left the Super League, right? We've signed something with the Premier League to say we will not leave the Premier League, but now this is being found unlawful. Is that going to stick? Is that going to be found unlawful, them contracts? So, and if it is found to be credible, then do we have to pay Perez £100 million or Barcelona 100 million, whoever, millions of pounds to sort of subsidise them for whatever they're going to lose from the Super League? So It's terrifying. This is uncharted waters for football. It genuinely is.
Yeah, I saw it as, I think it's important to remember like all the sides of this, right? So UEFA and FIFA for me are and have never been acting in the best faith of the fans. They were just angry that somebody bigger and stronger and more powerful than them was going to come and affect their monopoly over European football that they had. Which is why I remember at the time we said, bloody hell, I tell you what, FIFA and UEFA, if you used even 10% of this energy to sort out homophobia in football, racism in football, corruption in football, hooliganism, all of these things, if you use even 10% of this, because they went right to some next sanctions, can't go and play for your country, kicked out of this, not getting no money from that, which ultimately made all the clubs go shit. Now the European court's saying, that's not how you deal with this.
What helped them the most was the concept was dead.
Exactly. But now, have you seen their new manifesto? I don't know if you can bring it up. There's a new manifesto now of what the ESL people are trying to actually portray. It's completely different. There is relegation, there is promotion, there's 60 teams. They've completely revamped it. So it is uncharted territory now because, let's not forget, all of our clubs signed up to it.
Yeah.
All of our clubs signed up to it. And I'll speak for my club. Mine was at the front of the queue. The Glazers were at the front of the queue. Ed Woodward was at the front of the queue with Florentino Perez. Money, lovely. Juventus were there, needed the money. There were certain clubs that have a different invested interest, but were right at the top of it. And I'm not embarrassed enough to say that my club was right there, and the Glazers really, really wanted this to happen to the point where it all collapsed, and then Ed Woodward was no more. That got him sacked. He was done. And now look out at the changes at the club. But what worries me is what does the next bit look like? Because as easy as they try to all join and propose something, now they're proposing something different. We are now going to start getting the Premier League. FIFA and UEFA are now going to be more diligent in how they combat it, but they're going to put mechanisms in place so that they can block it. It's gonna get messy, but something will change. Football's going to change.
And the thing is about it, right? I know all these things have been put in place and that, but all it takes is for a team to say, "All right, we resign from the Premier League."
Yeah.
Premier League can't afford for their top teams to leave, so they'll end up backtracking as well because TV, like the money that they make, is due to the big teams being there, providing the title race, the entertainment, the unpredictability. If all the big teams say, "All right, we're going to leave now," we'll leave, and you can have your Premier League without us. It's not so Premier.
Yeah, but also they've got to appease the fans. The whole reason why it never went through is because they had the voice of the fans to back them, which made them feel like they could do whatever they wanted.
Oh, can I just say something? Just really quickly, actually, breaking news. Man United have made a statement, and we were talking about this, me and Owen, this morning, and saying, will clubs come out and start talking, all of our clubs? Man United, I think, are the first. Manchester United issued the following statement in reaction to today's judgment by the European Court of Justice on the European Super League, and it reads as follows. Our position has not changed. We remain fully committed to participation in UEFA competitions and to positive cooperation with UEFA, the Premier League, and fellow clubs through the ECA on the continued development of the European game. Now that's big because now we're getting, I reckon more will follow now, and then you're going to get us versus them.
The problem the Super League thing we'll have, right, is the Premier League clubs already making big money, right? And now that they have had these sort of little appeasements now in the Champions League, they're going to make even more money from that. You've also got the German clubs where their fans are saying no.
They didn't even sign up the first time.
Yeah,
they didn't.
Right, so the Super League as it stands would probably only be Italian and the Spanish giants.
Yeah.
They need those English clubs to come in there to make it something that could compete with the But what you could have is say a Barcelona, Real Madrid, in all those teams dropping out of the Champions League and saying we're not playing in it no more, and it's a whole mess. We'll have to watch this space on this one.
Now we're all looking. You're a disgrace. Your teams ain't even spoke. Look at you lot. When are you going to speak?
Actually, your thing could be a little smart thing, right? Because it could be like they come out and say that. But then the new owners take over.
Yeah, exactly.
That word that word had nothing to do with me.
I don't know.
That was made by the previous regime.
Did I put that statement out? No, I did not.
But from a PR point of view, if he did come in and do that straight away, it would be a stupid move now that they've done that.
They just bide their time, innit? Yeah. But anyway, let's look ahead to the games at the weekend. And of course, the biggest game takes place on Saturday at Anfield again. It's going to be Liverpool versus Arsenal. You warmed up for it nicely last night, Doyle, with a 5-1 win. Are you feeling confident ahead of the game? I mean, I noticed Jurgen Klopp, and I've never seen this before since he's been there, saying that the place has been too quiet.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get the fans up and stuff like that. Or what's going on?
No, I think, when you have big stadiums like this and you have fans all over the world, it's a very convoluted different reasons. I also think sometimes, if I'm being honest with you, Liverpool fans can be a little bit entitled, and we can be like, we haven't scored yet, so we're not going to sing. Does that make sense? And we don't get the crowd up going. And a perfect example of that was, do you remember last year when we played you? And it was 2-0 to use, right? The crowd was silent. But the second Xhaka stepped on our boy, the crowd was antagonised, and then it reacted, and that made the difference.
So he's trying to do that again, isn't he?
Yeah, and so what I need...
Trying to rile up the crowd, rile up.
And they need to be like that, because when Anfield is getting going, it's one of the best atmospheres in the world. It genuinely is, and it can be that extra man
But
to
is it
take
a
over the
little
game.
signal that he's worried?
No, I don't think he's worried about... I mean, yeah, of course he's going to be. This is Arsenal, right? They have been incredible over the last 2 seasons.
Put the pressure get the pressure
Yeah,
up on
yeah.
him. He should be
did this
doing
last
this.
year.
Yeah, Pep did it, yeah.
If I was
Pep does
there-
it all the time, looking around going, oh, they wasn't doing this, they wasn't... These two, Pep and Klopp, are the masters of this.
If fans hold players accountable, yeah, players and managers can hold fans accountable as well. And I absolutely agree. Some of the games that I've listened to, I've been like, this is not my Anfield. This is not the Anfield I've been to. Why is no one singing? I don't understand it. Maybe it's cold.
Maybe
not gonna
it's the extra
I
capacity.
can't make excuses. No, the extra capacity should make more noise, lad. But going forward into this game, I am worried about it. I think Arsenal and Liverpool are so evenly matched. You can't really place it. The only thing that gives us the advantage is this Anfield team. And I think what you're missing is exactly what we've got, and what we're missing is exactly what you've got. So you need...
In what way?
So I think you need a world-class goalkeeper like Alisson. I think Raya and Ramsdale are alright, but Alisson wins games for his team. He gets 3 points. And in the midfield, Liverpool are desperate for a number 6. We're clucking for one, and Declan Rice is one of the best I've seen in the Premier League. Like, genuinely, he's brilliant.
I'm looking forward to the game. It's going to be a great game. Remember last year's game was incredible. Probably where we lost the league.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
From that.
2-0 up.
Good day, wasn't it?
Yeah, great day for you two. Yeah, great day for Abbi.
What was you doing on that day?
It was Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
It was Easter Sunday, and now I was watching it
Jesus.
thinking,
Why
this
do
is
you
awful.
remember it
This
all?
is awful.
Yeah.
And then I stopped. It was half time. I went to have my lunch. I turn around, I see the telly, and it's all kicking off.
Oh, it's brilliant.
And what lovely.
It was so sunny.
By dessert, it was glorious.
It was so sunny as well.
It was lovely.
The birds
day,
were
wasn't it?
chirping.
It was like tweet, 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 tweet.
This is where they are, guys.
This is what it is, man.
That's where they are.
This is what it is.
See how they're watching our games? You know what I mean? I wouldn't
I
even
watch
watch their
everyone's games. I watch everyone's games.
I only watch the highlights.
But it's
of
our
your
job.
games.
I watch every.
You know those highlights that come
Liverpool
on
versus
Sky,
West
2
Ham
minutes.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Show me the goals, man. That's
Yeah. Let's give me the
That's
goals,
our
bro.
job. We
I
have
even
to
watch match of the day for you lot. Right?
The game will be open.
Very invested.
It'll be very open.
It will be.
It'll be a very open game.
I don't know, you know.
Do you think
I
it's gonna be
don't think.
tentative?
I think it's going to be more open than the game last week.
Yeah.
Because Arsenal will come to try and win the game. But
God forbid if Arsenal get a draw. God forbid if Arsenal
I don't want to see me then, lad.
I'll tell you another thing. I'll tell you another thing.
I will love it.
I'll tell you another thing. God forbid Liverpool don't win against an open, expansive Arsenal, which is all that they want. Liverpool, if you don't win this game, Virgil van Dijk, yeah, because this is the tactics that you want. What you want is what West Ham did. Open as anything. You score 5 goals.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
well.
true. That's a very
You
That's
better
a
win
good
against
point.
Arsenal then, because that's the game that you want.
the point I was going to make, and actually a good point that, right? That is a good point, because Van Dijk didn't come out last night and say, oh, this is more like it.
No, he didn't.
Right? But
Wonder why.
the point I was going to make, I do think Arsenal will be a bit conservative in this game. Of course we will go to win. Of course we'll go to attack. Yeah, I've seen how we played when we played against Newcastle. We didn't go all out attack. It was a more cagey game where we were trying to catch them on the counter more. I wasn't saying we were ultra defensive. And I think this game, the areas that worry me for Arsenal are the fullbacks.
Zinchenko.
Ben White, who hasn't been at his best, and Zinchenko, who's great going forwards, but we saw at Anfield last year, it was his error
he got caught.
that got you guys back in the game. So, but the rest of the pitch, it's going to be a good game.
Against Saka.
Good midfield.
Yeah, that's true.
Villa could be top at Christmas.
Yeah, because Villa play on Friday, Sheffield
We
United.
We hope.
And Villa could be top at Christmas.
I don't think it will be cagey. I think, look at Arsenal last year. They have... I was thinking, what was that? Jason's doing Jason things. The way that they went for Liverpool in that first half an hour.
Went
for them. I'm looking at that going, especially like this version of Liverpool where you're saying if you do go for them,
you can score.
You can score a lot of goals. And I think Arteta will be saying aggressive, front foot, get through the first 5-10 minutes, which you always have to do at Anfield. You always have to give them that respect.
Yeah, it's going to be.
And just like go for it. You go 1-0 up. You know it's going to be
It's different
quiet.
though. I would say the difference between this team and last year's team is we have that resilience back. You know that like if they go 1-0 down, we're not gonna shut up
technically
shop.
you still had it last year. You didn't even
did
lose.
it last
I know
From
it's
2-0
true,
down.
it's
Came
true,
back.
lad. But even in it's a bit more evidence in this season. You've seen how many times we haven't played well and we've just come back in the last 10 minutes to win the game.
The Newcastle
Also,
away was a big one.
Trent is feeling
We've also
himself.
been good at coming back though as
You
well.
have. And that's why when I said it's 50-50, I genuinely believe it's 50-50. I'll say 60-40 because it's Anfield. That's it. But if it was just in a neutral ground,
All day long.
it's
Can
Can we get a
this is hard
65?
game.
70?
Can we get it down the barrel?
Honestly,
What do you think?
I need to tell you.
Can we get that?
Trent's gonna smoke them. Nah, I need to tell you, like Trent, honestly, he's come on leaps and bounds this year. Definitely is a defensive game. We all know he can always work on that, but he's feeling himself in that playmaker role, and I've seen elements
But
of
we
his
can
game
then
that I have
exploit
not
the
seen before. You can't.
Saka.
Martinelli,
You can.
keep him honest,
Martinelli
mate.
can
I'll tell you that.
exploit
much.
out
can.
them sides. Is he going to be bursting into the midfield as much as I've seen him in certain games? Because our strength is out wide, man. And if we,
Do you know what I've really...
if you leave that open,
It's true, lads. That's why I think there's
you
goals.
can't
in
leave
this game.
Saka. You can't leave Saka in a game one-on-one.
Or Martinelli.
Tsimikas won't do
Or
that.
Martinelli
It's
either, lad.
Trent.
Tsimikas played really well against West Ham, I
He
have to
did,
say.
he
Played
did, but
really
also
well.
Saka's Saka, lad.
Yeah.
Martinelli is Martinelli.
The one
Them
thing
two
I
lads.
look at is Jesus, because Jesus does really
Yeah.
well against Liverpool. Same
He
with
was
Jota on your side
excellent
if he was
last
fit. Van Dijk and whoever it will be, they prefer the big target man, Højlund, Haaland.
So I'm saying easy meat
when
and
it's
drink.
the false nines,
He's gonna come
dropping
rough them
in,
up.
Yeah,
Zipping
it's
behind.
just
And
different.
Yeah.
he's been on fire, and he's so tricky, right? And he can score goals, he can create goals.
Yeah.
He's going to be vital. I think as well, when we went up there last year, if I remember rightly, we didn't have Saliba.
Yeah.
Saliba didn't play in that game. He'll be playing.
I really want Arsenal to win this
Declan
game.
Rice.
What's your problem?
I do.
Why are you like this?
Because
Doesn't
of
like
Sunday.
Liverpool, of course.
Because of all
It's
Liverpool
Man
fans.
United.
Yeah.
No.
I always
So
want them to lose
weird.
anyway.
But you
But
always-
after the
you always
smoke,
want Arsenal to win.
because
It's
of
so
what's
weird.
happened, I want them to play a different type of game and still not get the right result and see how they moan.
I
Just
think
go for a draw.
I think the one difference,
I think
another
we'll go
difference
for a draw.
between the Liverpool and Arsenal
Liverpool have a
team,
reaction.
Go for that.
you definitely have experience in Zinchenko and Jesus, but I wouldn't say they're the leaders in the groups that have won the titles that they've won. We have our leaders in there. We have the Mo Salahs, the Virgil van Dijks, the Alissons. They've all done it, seen it, been there.
I mean, Salah cannot play how he did last week.
No, I
that's for
agree.
sure.
I agree. He's been having a little
All-
bit of a
all your
stinky, you know.
front
We were
line.
saying
Scored a
it.
great goal last night.
He did, and it was a
Yeah.
one-on-one, which I absolutely needed to see him score a
that's
one-on-one.
Salah,
It was
yeah,
beautiful, lad. But yeah, I think that Liverpool have just got that little bit more experience. So if we do go 1-0 up, we might manage the game quite well. So I'm hoping that shines through tomorrow at Anfield and on Saturday. And I just need, honestly, lad, I need these fans to scream their heads off. Because if I'm there, because I might be there, I will be screaming my little nut off to win this, right? Listen, lad, what's the best present for Christmas?
Oh yeah.
Being
Beating
top of the
Liverpool.
league. So much so, yeah, that Cecil,
Some would
we
say
love
it
him.
doesn't always
Right,
matter.
so much so, right, that Cecil made a shirt and immortalised that moment because he enjoyed it so much, yeah. It's a brilliant present, and if any Liverpool fans go into that ground, that's your prezi for singing, yeah. That's the prezi for losing your voice, so sing your little head off and get us over the line.
Sing your
Arsenal,
head
listen,
off.
don't
Begging
let
their
them
fans.
do it.
Sing your little
Don't
head
See
off.
that when they
Yeah.
come to,
Them
right?
do
They're
it.
begging their
Do you know what?
fans.
Just
You know what I mean? I want
You know
Dortmund
what,
to
yeah?
be
Can I just
right.
say-
I want Dortmund to be just as salty as he
No.
was last week.
Can I just say, just after that speech alone,
Apologise. He was like, I'm so sorry at my behaviour.
I know, I had to apologise.
just after that speech alone, I know Anfield's gonna be noisy. He won't let them be quiet.
Him
If
one-
he's there,
him one in
if he's
Anfield.
there, he will go and slap everybody's head off if they don't sing.
100%.
Turn around. What you
All right,
Yeah.
I want to see you on
Let's,
the telly. I want to see
let's-
you
I'll be
top off, give it full Newcastle, everything.
Let's go
nipples
to the haters corner. Let's go to the haters corner. Get your opinion on how you think.
I'm a footballing man.
You're not a footballing man. You're a hater. Hater.
He says he's a footballer man with an
And then
F1
this one,
shirt on.
this one here, you could
McLaren
remember.
shirt.
She could remember that Easter Sunday, and I
I was
was
having a roast. It was lovely.
What minute was it specifically, Xhaka?
Right.
I
29.
think it was like 34.
No, yeah.
I'd love it if we ruin
I
your
will
Christmas.
love it.
Ruin your
I will
Christmas.
love it.
Right. What do you reckon? How do you think it's going to go?
I actually do think it'll be a draw. I think Arsenal will. I think it'll be a 2-2. A really
Like
good
last year?
game. Yeah, a really good game. Maybe done differently because I don't see Arsenal going 2-0 up and then letting the lead go. I think it will be a bit of back and forth. But there's so many battles between the two sides. We were just talking about that West Ham performance outside. Elliott played so well. Like he was unbelievable. Jones was so good as well.
start though, innit?
I don't know why.
I don't know how they're going to start this game. There's no real space in their lineup. Declan Rice. Talk about differences from last year. This guy, Liverpool, yeah, this is going to be mad. I can't wait. It's going
Rice
to
is
be
gonna
unbelievable.
cook.
So
What do you think?
say a draw.
I actually think it's going to be the same. I feel like it's 2-2. I can't really split you both at the minute, because like what you were saying,
So 50-50.
you've got what they need and they have what you need. I think it's going to be very clear. I think Declan Rice is going to have a great game,
So do I.
as he does every week. But I don't expect Salah to be how he was
Against Zinchenko, no, he must.
No, and I also think that the fact that your crowd has now been called out twice.
Yeah.
I do think that does play a big part. I think last season that is why you ended up coming back into the game. So for me, I'm going to go with a draw.
I can see it. I can definitely see it. And also that'll suit them.
What I want to happen is Arsenal win.
Oh, don't do what you
and
want
win
to happen.
comfortable.
Do what you think's going to happen.
But I can't, to be honest, and it pains me, I think Liverpool will respond. I can't see them getting beat. I can't see them getting beat. I think draw or Liverpool win. Because they're just going to respond. Like properly respond.
They kind of responded against West Ham with that.
They just I just think they're going to respond and not going to let them win. But I hope Arsenal win.
That's scout energy, lad.
Obviously, we haven't won it since 2012.
Yeah,
because we've got a poor record there. But I said it last year when we went up there. That was like the first year that I was going up there thinking, I think we can win. Other years I was going up there, I'm driving up. Go like this. That's
what it's like there, man. That's what it's like.
Calling on all you fans from Asia.
Hey, yo, you see
Australia.
Wait a minute.
Antarctica.
Wait. You see
Albania.
No, but you see that. When I did it now, When I did it now, man's coming at me when Klopp does it. When Klopp does it now, he's a hero. Right? See that? See how they disrespect to me? Right.
Alaska!
Jamaica!
Right? But listen, right? I used to be like, we'd get in the car and we'd be driving up and we'd be coming up the M6 and we're like, you know what? I reckon we can do it today. Yeah, man. Yeah. No, man. Yeah. And then you start to get near to Anthony.
Changes.
And he start to go, Mane, Firmino, who always scores against us, Salah, Van Dijk, Alisson.
It's when you
Robertson bombing on.
By the time you get to the ground now, you're like, boy,
If we can
take a
keep
draw,
this-
And then you see the first 5 minutes and then it kicks off.
and then
it's
it's
frantic.
like,
You're like, oh,
You're like, I
shit.
take a 2-0 loss.
Last year was the first time I went up there. I was like, I feel we can beat them. And we nearly did.
Should have, yeah.
And I feel this year, again, I feel we can beat. I'm not saying we're gonna.
No, of course you can.
But I feel we can beat them. I feel
good
we've got,
enough to.
I think the teams are so evenly matched.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a great game. And I'm going to go for 2-1 to Arsenal. I've got to back my boys, man. You know what I mean? I think, it's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
It's perfect for TV, you know what I mean? The way it's turned out. You know what I mean?
Late kickoff.
First 3 seconds sort of thing. Whoever wins goes
After
on.
City play as well.
Watch that.
I'm the same. I think Liverpool. I'm the same. It's so close. I think if Liverpool wins, it's going to be 2-1. It will. That's the scoreline. It's not going to be mad.
Come on.
All right, let me get
Desperate to win this. You have no idea.
Loads of super chats coming in. Chris UJ says Clara and Abbi is the modern day Tupac and Biggie.
Is it? What, is Clara always? Is she on?
She's on always.
Oh really? Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a thing.
Jack Harmon says, I understand why Abbi is rattled. Tottenham's greatest manager smashed Tottenham at home 4-1 and has taken Chelsea to a semi-final. Abbi is not okay. The Zombie Fanatic says, Robbie, you said the ESL will come back in 2021. I did think it will come back. Whether they'll get through with it is another question. Richie's Hour says the Carabao Cup semi-final is 1 leg. Oh, is it? I thought it was 2 legs.
No,
I think it's 2.
Have they changed it back? No,
I think it's 2.
Quarters is one.
You guys can check. We ain't got. You might have to check that stat.
I'm pretty certain it is.
Your voice not here.
You know why? It is 2 because I've seen two dates, home and away,
so have I.
mid-January, late January.
There's more clubs who have made statements.
Okay.
Clubs who have made statements so far is Manchester United, Sevilla, Bayern Munich, Valencia, and Atletico Madrid.
Okay.
Just so you know.
None of us.
No Arsenal.
I love that.
None of you
Do you know what,
trying to hang on.
with the season we're having, I could be
Yeah, you just want another billion sponsorship. from
Narendra
UEFA.
Singh says Arsenal humbling is due. Their fans on Twitter behave like Bayern or Madrid, even though they've won 0 major trophies and bottled the league after 247 days on top lot. Who's he support? He sounds bitter, innit? Jeez. Scrubs123 says, big up Robbie, saw him outside the range in MK. Great guy. Liverpool versus Chelsea, final revenge time. We don't have Mason Mount to ruin things this time. Yavendra comes back again. He says, why are you so dismissive of the Super League? It ain't UEFA and FIFA. It ain't like UEFA and FIFA or Saints. That's very true. We reserve judgment until we know more about it. Okay. Is that fair?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Because part of it, the fans want the domestic leagues. That's what they've.
But do you know what's really
You
weird
know
about
what I
that?
can't
though?
trust
Do you know what's really weird about? Sorry, the Premier League was a breakaway league.
It was a breakaway league. You know what it is, though?
They
You
went,
know what it
let's put all the elites in this and put loads of
You know
money
what it
into
is
this
with the
thing
Super
and
League,
leave
though,
that.
right? Like, I find it hard to trust them on anything because what they did. Remember, they did it in secret.
Exactly.
And then they were going to have no relegation. They was going to set up like an NFL type thing.
Mm.
So I don't trust
But
it.
they're saying we're sorry. We've seen our mistakes now.
Well,
And this
you
is
know
the
what I
new
mean?
thing.
I'm not too sure. You know. Scarlett says Florentino Perez is football's Darth Sidious. Sam says this is actually Lodi Saliba's first time playing at Anfield. Last season, Arsenal definitely would have won if they had been playing without Rob Holding. Marlon Blade says Matisse has no issue with the Super League. His mid-team are already be in the Summer Club World Cup in 2025 for some reason. He's shameless. That's why you want to get the Super League, innit? Because
No, I don't want it. I'm open to all options. You know, let's talk. Let's sit at the table.
Villa Down Under. Villa Down Under said the Super League should just be for the 4 European champions. Yeah, of course, Villa won the but they won the Champions League. Yeah,
who invited these man?
But it's so funny how they even tried to get in it the first time. What have you
bare
done?
sneaky.
Spurs,
imagine,
isn't it, signing up to that Super League that time?
Shameless.
Clara.
What have you
Clara
done?
says, Robbie and the best of enemies this week in a combined 11, you argued that Havertz instead of Szoboszlai because he has more goals. However, you argued Jesus as a striker who has less goals than Diaz, Jota, Nunez and even Eddie. In what? In the league?
Same goals as
How many goals has Nunez got in the league?
7.
No, he
In the
doesn't.
league?
No, he doesn't.
Is he sure?
No, he doesn't. He definitely doesn't.
I'd still rather
I'm pretty sure.
you and
I think
AGT.
he's got 4. I checked his stats yesterday.
Right. Macca, there's a lot of super chats.
It might have a 7 assists though.
Macca says United laid the blueprint and arguably had the best chance. Arsenal will counter Liverpool and sit in to nullify. Mohammed says, I didn't think we'll be in for the title this season. We are involved, and if we did it with a brand new midfield with no DM, it has to be the best Premier League win ever, and it will go down to Klopp. Massoum says, you lot let Man City play without their best player for 6 months and win in 6 and only muster 5 points lead. Is that the best you've got?
They're basically saying you're rubbish. Man City ain't been good. Now De Bruyne is going to come back and there's only 5 points.
The boogeyman, lads.
And they're just going to come back and go
More
mad.
than
I don't think it's going to be as easy as last year.
More
for
than
them.
you can believe.
Rizwan says Declan Rice is a difference maker in this game. Rice has the ability to absolutely dominate the midfield. Also, Martinelli loves playing against Liverpool. And shout out to Mary Earps, says Shannon Hollis. Shout out to Mary Earps, who's voted BBC Sports Personality of the Year. Well done to her, deserved. You get that stat for me?
It's
4
6.
goals.
So he scored 6, 4 in the Prem.
4 in the Prem.
6. Okay, Villa play. There's a couple other games to tell you about. There's a game tonight, right? Brighton taking on Crystal Palace. Real hot derby, that one. Right? And also, on Friday night, Aston Villa take on Sheffield United. And if they win that game, people, they go top of the league.
Huge.
Now, just before we get into the next segment, remember to download Fair Play, the free app to bet with your mates. We've got a DR Sports special this week. The offer this week is when signing up and use the promo code Anfield. Quiet Anfield? Oh, no, just like Anfield.
Hang on a minute, lads.
If Arsenal score versus Liverpool this weekend, customers will get a £10 free bet. Users need to be 18 plus, be gamble aware, scan the QR code and download. Let's make a bet on the Fair Play.
Go on, Robbie, lads. 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Arsenal.
All right. Fair bet.
This has got 2-2 written all over it.
Fair play.
I'll put a 10 in.
Huh?
Put a 10 in.
10, all right.
The Don wanted to put more.
I know, he's the boss, bro, you know what I mean?
What's this? Secret Santa?
Banter Claus, here you go. These are all yours. Mr. Don, thank you for all your services this year. You've been fantastic. These are your gifts. Please open them.
I don't trust
on
this.
stream.
What's this?
No, it's all good. We have this for AGT.
I'll
But
take it on his
Doyle,
behalf,
we
man.
want you to open them. Some things for you, some things for AGT.
Have you got the shirt?
Don't worry.
Where's the shirt?
Hey, if I open a bag of salt in here, lad.
We have Fleckington.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Merry Christmas, sir.
I appreciate
Merry
that.
Christmas.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
I can't believe he's not wearing the shirt.
I know. It's the only thing missing.
Where's the shirt?
Coming. Merry Christmas, my dear.
You're
welcome.
Thank you. I do not trust you.
Thank you, brother. Is there
Thank you, brother.
3 points in here?
There's points in there, as you say.
40 points. Safety.
Please. Used to seeing bribes in there.
Yeah, there you go. Bottle of whiskey. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
We got it. Are we going through? Are we opening?
We're going for it, yeah.
Merry Christmas all the way.
Other drinks are
Nice
available.
little organic chocolate.
I'm going to tell you what this is right now.
That is hilarious.
What have you got?
This is 4 Guinness. I bet you this is 4 Guinness. Yeah.
You love Guinness as well.
Oh, look at that.
Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, they're good at Christmas.
Wow. This is good. Guinness.
Guinness. I'll be saving them for Saturday. Me and Gilly.
I want to keep that.
Woo! Pastic of RCA. Everybody singing now.
I got the alien bath bomb.
Nice.
Hey, I've got one more
What have you
present.
got?
What's this?
What's this?
Big
I
art.
got a twat mug.
The bullshit button. The button. This should be for AGT, isn't it?
Oh,
That's AGT's picture on the side of it.
I'll take it to him.
What's
lad.
that?
a Man United shirt, which is my own shirt.
I was going to say, there's no way they've
This
bought
is
that.
physically my
that
shirt.
shirt?
shirt.
Actually cold. That is
What
cold.
shirt's that?
With flex on the back.
Wow.
Is that yours? Is that your own thing?
so nice.
Oh, they got it for you.
I'm sorry,
That's
guys.
really
Come
nice.
on.
Wow.
Oh my!
Chris Brown calendar.
Oh wow.
Is that Cecil's present or yours? Cecil wants to do that every day.
Hey, no, I thought I like
thank
you
you very
getting
much.
this, lad.
Thank you guys.
Oh.
What's that?
chocolate?
Someone tell me.
Bullshit button.
Wow.
Hey, what's the story behind this? Well, tell me,
I
lad.
got
What's the
such
story
nice
behind
gifts.
this? This is for you, Alex. Okay, I don't know why. We'll find
Right,
out.
so listen,
okay?
this bullshit button, they said that I press this anytime you chat any shit.
Yeah. It's like Carl Pilkington with his bullshit.
I'm gonna
Man.
definitely keep that.
That's gonna get. We need more batteries already.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
very
This is good.
much. Thank you.
I'm surprised I got such a nice present.
Oh, that's
Guys, before we carry on, should we pull one? Should we do these then?
Oh, should we do one?
Go ahead, lads.
Should we all do the whole?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Come on then.
Go ahead, Robbie, lad.
Get the next one in there. Oh, not yet. Bloody hell.
What's
Too late, mate.
Oh, I want one. Oh, lad, we're going to win on Saturday.
Oh, double.
Greg, get your Kimbo ass
See,
on.
I let you have something. Right? I let you have something.
Thanks.
This is good.
Right, listen,
guys,
let,
thank you.
let's crack on a bit. And
crack
listen,
on.
big up to everybody as well who's been following the show all year. We've got over 7,000 of you watching right now. We want more likes. Let's get us up to 1,000 likes.
I've got a joke.
If you're loving the Christmas.
Got a joke for
You
you.
got a joke? This is a joke.
All right, ready?
Tottenham.
Go on.
What kind of photos do elves take?
Photogenic ones.
Don't know.
Elfies.
Oh, yeah, that's cringe. No more jokes.
No more jokes.
Right, let's crack on. Let me just do super chat first. Chris S says, I'm an Arsenal fan coming to the West Ham game for the first time next week. How can I find out where Robbie does the post-match interviews? We're always by the Tony Adams statue if you want to check us after the game on AFTV. But let's talking of West Ham. West Ham on Saturday, 12:30 kickoff against Manchester United. Big game this one
Big
for
game.
Erik Ten Hag. Big game as well for David Moyes. I mean, you know, when I was driving home last night, I heard a lot of angry West Ham fans criticising David Moyes for the team that he put out and the fact that he didn't really go for that and the humiliation that they got up there at Anfield. He's going to want to bounce back. I mean, there's no point in resting players if you don't get a result against Manchester United. And of course, Manchester United, I wouldn't say it's coming on a high, but they're feeling good about themselves again because they went to Anfield and they put a stop to all the noise. You know what I mean? They sort of showed people that, yeah, hold on a minute. You all said we were going to get stuffed. Well, hold that.
Flex, you can't smile too much because you know you're just a next game from an arse whipping again.
I've told them to pack it in,
But
lad.
West
You know
Ham-
them to pack it in.
My whole season is one game away from crisis. I know.
West Ham away.
That's why in the moment of any form of positivity, that's what you see.
West Ham away, not an easy game.
Not an easy game. I actually look at it different. So where everyone was looking, where you was looking at that Liverpool West Ham game as like a tire Liverpool out things for you, I saw it differently. Now they've been on the end of a hiding. Now they're on a bit of a downer. They come back home, like when they got spanked by Fulham 5-0. Get back to London Stadium, spank Wolves. Like the reaction is what now I'm dreading because, you know, they rested players as well. So when you look at, I know Bowen did play, but Kudus, Ben Rama. Not Ben Rama, sorry, Paquetá.
Yeah.
I don't think Ward-Prowse played last night, did he?
No, he didn't.
So you know what's happening. All those guys are going to be back in, and like you said, the West Ham fans are cussing. They need a response. And although, I had a laugh and stuff and hold that AGT door, all the Liverpool things, but essentially, it wasn't a performance that was so good that it's we'll be fine on the road now. It's not. It's Man United. And that has not been a good stumping ground for us. It's been very mixed. Last year was when we was in complete control, everything was fine, then Ben Rama takes a crap shot and David De Gea just let it in. You know what I mean? Year before that, I think we might have won last minute. It was last minute when Jesse Lingard scored in the top corner. It happens, but it won't be Onana. So
why?
He's because I just feel like he'll be okay. He'll be okay.
Really? It won't be him making.
It won't be him.
No, but he will be there.
Yeah, he'll be there. But he won't. I don't think he's going to do a David De Gea.
You got to worry about that Kudos, though. I tell you that, lads.
Absolutely.
He looks.
Luke Shaw against Kudos, but then there is a point. It's as a United fan, because you're one game away from something stupid happening, but then you don't ever think about the positives. Going into Liverpool, I'm Mo Salah against Shaw. Shaw's good. He's capable of having a good game against Kudus. Kudus is capable of scoring. It's going to be one of them, and I just think that Man United will do a Man United. I think there'll be chances where you're how did Bowen not score that? That was close. And then there'll just be a sprinkle, the one you predicted against Fulham.
Yeah. Just
a sprinkle, little Bruno or something just happens. Man United just get out with a 1-0 win. Wasn't great. And you wish it was. You wish it was.
That's mad.
Yeah. That's what I think.
That button can never leave this game.
Because actually, the stats back up what I'm saying, because our away form has not been bullshit. We've won a lot of games exactly how I've just predicted. So it's going to be tough.
What do you guys reckon?
I think West Ham need to respond from what I watched, because they, like I said, they had no shots on goal until the 76th minute or something. So that is just outrageous. And Paquet, they've got a lot of quality up front, too much quality up front to be that bad going forward, even on counters. So you look at Kudus, you look at Bowen, incredible goal at Anfield, consolation. Paquet will be back. Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, there's a lot of good players in that team. I'd say they've got a better attack than United, definitely on form and just on individual quality. You're taking Kudus over Anthony. Rashford's not even in the picture right now, really. So it's just how both these teams would probably be better fared sitting off a little bit and then hitting them on the break. But you can't both do that.
But I think we actually
just go
should do
jab
that.
for jab.
I think we really should forget
that.
the whole mighty Man United, look how you're playing.
Yeah.
We actually need to follow the same type of blueprint. If we follow the same type of blueprint against you, we'll get more of the ball because we're playing, no disrespect, but you're not Liverpool. So we'll get more of the ball by doing that and hopefully be able to exploit.
Where are you going to get your goals from?
Don't know.
Genuinely?
Someone, maybe Varane from a corner or some unexpected Dallo or something. I don't know.
What I will say,
not Højlund.
What I worried for
Hopefully
Højlund against Liverpool, because physically he's not winning that battle, and obviously they're quite quick as well. And the same applies here. If Zuma starts, which he should, they're physical and they got pace there. Højlund is really struggling with the physicality, and his movement is it's partly his fault he hasn't scored, but it's also partly Man United's, because I'm not going to look at Man United and say there's bare creators like
there's
Anthony
looking
up and picking him out, but I'm not seeing him miss big chance after big chance every single game where he's so poor.
Dallo's suspended.
But he's not scored yet in the Premier League.
We all said the same thing. Cam was saying it the other day. He just needs to try a different thing with his game now, because he can't go and play against centre-backs that are stronger than him and try and have a fight.
I don't see him win that battle
lad.
again.
So try something else.
He won't.
Run on the wing, run on the flanks. Ask Ten Hag, can I play here instead, lad? Do something else. Just
Drop
try.
off the front. Try and get on the half.
He honestly might not score again this game.
I honestly,
I don't know when he's going to score next.
I don't know when, but he'll get
a goal.
One before this.
What, Richarlison levels?
What's that for?
No, last season.
Richie's on 3.
Richarlison.
Yeah, no, he won't do a Richarlison. He'll score a goal.
Do you think? How do you think United will play? Do you think they might adopt a similar policy, so it'd be sit deep,
I think
try and catch on the counter attack like what they did?
I think the biggest problem with United is that they haven't had a style of play, and I think that's something that United have been very open about, and Ten Hag has been very open about. So I think if you look at how it worked last week, it did actually work for them. That was probably one of the better Manchester United performances I've seen all season. Whether or not Liverpool fans liked it or not, it was, because they went there to do a job, they had a plan, and they saw it through. And it frustrated the opposition, which it which Doyle.
Doyle is gone now. You've won
Doyle
since
knows.
then.
No.
Look forward to Arsenal. Just leave that.
So
Low box are okay.
for me, I feel like Flex said, why not go there and implement the same type of style?
If they're going to play like that, though, may as well keep.
It's not sustainable to do that.
If it
About the bigger
gets them-
picture.
If it gets them, a point or 3 points at the end of the day, then it's a job well executed. And at the minute, like you said, Rashford is not even in the picture. Hoyland can't score. I wouldn't trust Anthony to finish it off either. So when I look at what they've got,
Bruno,
that's probably their best thing. Getting the possession back, turning that into a counter of some time, and then someone putting the ball in the back of the net, or taking them in set pieces, which we all know West Ham are very good at as well.
Yeah, we're definitely not.
Okay, let's get predictions.
I'll go 1-0 Man United.
I think 2-1 West Ham.
You always predict we lose.
I know, and I don't want to. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful to Man United, right? I'm not. I just can't see where you get your goals.
But you say this every week, and we
find
every
time I
one.
see another team, I'm like, at least they can score.
Bruno's back, right? Bruno's back. So that's adding a bit of creativity, I guess.
Kudos and Bowen, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, I also think it'd be 2-1 West Ham, but I don't know. I need to look at United again, to just have more of an idea of what their actual plan is.
It's not going to change. It's just about getting through. It ain't going to change.
Matisse?
I had 2-1 West Ham as well, but I might make it 2-0.
2-0 West Ham?
Yeah.
I feel like they'll score because Bruno's
What are you looking at me like?
I actually...
Brother!
It's fine. I don't need nothing from you. I'm better than you. It's fine.
Hit him on the head with the bottle of Kvass.
No, throw it.
Can you imagine if you did start to drop to 9th? That would be nice.
I don't imagine things that is your
I
reality.
had you as 8th and 9th, didn't I?
It's your reality, not mine.
Predictions.
Do you know what I think? I think United can win this.
Fucking hell, that's
I think
really
right.
realistic.
After that performance the other night, Moyes under a lot of pressure. Right, that was a very, very poor performance. I mean, some of the goals.
But they'll have the players back in, and it's at home.
They'll have the players back in, but
they'll be on us, man. They'll be on us.
Poor yesterday. It was really poor.
They did the same thing against Fulham, bro. Beat up.
I'm going to back your 1-0. I can see McTominay just.
There's the goal, man. There's the bagsman. Yeah, that's the one.
Ericsson's back as well.
Yeah. Everton go to Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, we've got no Basuma. We've got no Doggy.
Wait, when's Basuma playing again? Because AFCON.
That will be
Just
probably
after AFCON, I heard.
end of Feb.
No, end of Jan.
Who?
No.
He wanted to go early.
Doggy.
He's got 3-match ban.
Oh.
Straight red card.
He's got 3-match ban that he's serving now for the straight red, and
no
then
Doggy.
he'll be off to AFCON.
No Vicky van der Ven.
So I think it's mid-Feb actually, not end of Feb. I think if he goes for a long period of time in the competition, then it's mid.
Beautiful.
Yeah, look, I still expect us to get the job done again. Midfield.
Got a good record against Everton, haven't you?
Yeah.
They lost during the week.
Oh, it's a 4-match ban, by the way,
did.
not 3.
Yes, thank you.
By the way, that penalty. by
4-match ban.
Yeah, because he just had a.
He's been.
Oh, if you get another one
It's his
within
second red.
Yeah.
within how many times?
you
He was also suspended for too many yellows before as
I
well.
think he actually. Yeah.
He's
Better than Declan Rice, they say.
And you want to talk of
third
you.
suspension.
Two assassins.
This is what I mean. Earlier in this show.
I said
who did design?
rewind to Monday's show. I said our
Disgrace.
discipline is. You made me do a press conference.
yeah.
I did a whole press conference on here,
This
which
is
I'm
his third
surprised they didn't
suspension.
even clip. But I admit, our discipline is appalling. It's terrible. It's absolutely awful. And also, Romero is one more yellow away from the same.
Oh my
He's
god.
definitely getting a yellow against Everton.
Definitely
He's one
getting
from a
another yellow.
Hey, but you know, Everton Dwight should be going, just
tag.
Just
poke him.
Like
Right.
Anthony lad on
Calvert
him.
Lewin just
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, you know what, right? I think about that game. That's going to be a close game, you know. Normally, you lot always deal with Everton at home, but
I still think we will deal with Everton at home.
Everton are one of
Everton
they've been kind of better on the road.
Feeling
than
themselves
they've
well.
been.
They are playing well.
Yeah, they are playing well.
And
They
that
are.
They're
high
efficient.
line, long, sitting deep, long balls
And also,
in
they're
behind
very
it.
well organised, Everton, in terms of defensively.
Yeah.
But
Dwight
I still
McNeil
think
as well.
that we have enough in terms of the front three to get the win. I'll probably go with like a 2-1 Spurs.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go like 2-1 Everton, man.
2-1 Everton.
You're just rude.
No, I'm going. No, Spurs will always score. 2-1 Everton. They got them little. They've got the style
To
that
to
Spurs
beat
hate.
Tottenham.
Rate them very much so.
Yeah.
That's why
We've
I
got some
feel that.
atmosphere.
And like you said, away from home, Calvert Lewin, Dwight McNeil.
core,
They're just going to be. They're just going to be like sit behind it, hit balls.
and there's
in
no
behind.
creative Madison to be the.
Madison
but
ain't been there for
Kulusevski, yeah,
ages.
but Kulusevski, unbelievable cross the
Bukayo
other day.
high line. God knows who's playing. Who will play?
Richie.
I don't know what he'll do.
Yeah, but Everton, I don't know if they can
He might
exploit a
put them
high
in.
line.
No, they did it
really
last
bad.
week. Didn't you see that? Did you see
Against
the
Burnley?
game last week against Burnley?
I watched that game.
They
yeah.
were very
Right.
efficient that game.
But their goals weren't. Well,
Set
one was set
pieces.
piece. Yeah, that's what I mean. It wasn't like in possession, just breaking lines. It was more
Set
just
pieces.
a Sean Dyche.
I still think Spurs are going to. I still think Spurs will win this
yeah.
fairly comfortably.
2-1.
Yeah.
I'll go 2-1 Everton.
I just don't know what you're
I'm
going
going to say 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
3-1 Spurs.
I don't know if
3-1
he. I don't
Spurs.
know if he puts Ben Davies out
Where
on
you going?
the left and puts Royale in the middle, or.
I'll go 2-1 Tottenham. I do think they'll.
I think Tottenham will be fine, unfortunately.
Be a
Hopefully a
tough
top
game.
points.
Everton have
That's
kicked
not
on
an
now.
easy- it's not
They
an
have
easy-
big up
Since
to
I-
Everton, though. Yeah.
Since I
Yeah.
said
An easy game. They got to bounce back, all right? By the way, right? By the way, I've seen some shocking performances this week in that Carabao Cup. But the worst moment I've seen for a player was that Onana penalty to win it. To win the tie, to take a penalty like that.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
What did he do?
Trying to make it all about him, be fancy Dan, that was a disgrace, man.
That is-
He owes Everton a performance. He really does. And he's a good player, actually. But
Scouse was refuming about that. We wanted them in the
was
semis.
Absolutely
Would he walk it?
shocking.
We wanted them in the semis, lad. Would have been brilliant either.
Oh yeah, of course.
Stupid, lad. Stupid. How great would that have been?
Oh
A
my
Carabao
God,
Cup
over
tie
2
with
legs,
Liverpool
yeah.
and Everton.
Sunday, Wolves versus Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's got his Wolves.
Oh, is it
on as well
Wolves?
already?
You look like you're at Molyneux now, mate.
Who would win a fight between a wolf and a lion?
It's not really a lie.
You're not a lion.
Wolves don't
We
come
are- we
along,
are.
mate. They don't come
No,
along. They
no,
go in
no.
packs, lad.
That's what I'm saying. They hunt in
Hunting
packs.
bro.
Yeah.
They don't come one-on-one.
Yeah,
And
this
Wolves have been
lion,
a bit-
we are a lion, but we're a little bit bruised.
No,
you know what I mean?
your badge is in Villa Park.
We've got,
That's what your badge is on.
there can be 2 lions. It's not a problem.
No, you're
Having
not
said
lying.
that, Wolves haven't played very well recently. They've had a
But
Come on,
Pedro
Wolves.
Neto could be back apparently,
Oh, please.
which would be a
no
just.
Jimenez though. Stupidly got himself that straight red. So you fancy Chelsea? I mean Chelsea.
I'm not gonna get carried away because Sheffield United at home.
Catching them at the right time.
Sheffield was tough for you.
We are always the right time for anyone. So
Although they have beaten, they drew United at home.
They're a
beat
problem.
Man City.
We're not at home, is it?
yeah,
Yeah.
they're at home, and from what I remember, I don't
Place to
remember
go.
recently enjoying my trips
Liverpool a tough
to
time,
Wolves. I think
majorly did.
they usually cause problems. So
Beat
yeah,
Spurs, beat Man City.
it's one of those
Liverpool
games
should
where
have
the team needs to prove that they can go to Wolves and win, because I'm not gonna have a Sheffield United win change my overall kind of mood on the Premier League, which is we're poor. So I really don't know what's going to happen. I can't really have chest for this. I just need to see the team perform. Let's see if they can do it.
You like just win, please.
Just bro,
Your prediction.
if I'm being honest,
He has no idea.
I think I could see it being a draw.
Yeah.
I could actually see us dropping points and it being a draw, say 1-1. Let's see if they can prove me wrong.
Yeah, like the way he holds it, though. Good man.
Yeah. He knows
can't
what
lie.
he is.
I can see like a 1-1, but I'm going to back Wolves. I'm going to go with I'm going to 3-1 Wolves.
Jesus.
I'm going to say a draw as well. 1-1 again.
You just love it. Chelsea, Wolves.
Gary O'Neill, love him. Big Wolves fan.
1-1.
1-1.
Could definitely see
By the
that.
way, I said Jimenez. I forgot he's at Fulham now.
Fulham,
isn't he?
Yeah.
Right,
He bodied that player, though.
Cunha.
Cunha.
Yeah, Cunha.
Wang.
He's been brilliant.
One
Wang.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and 2-1.
Just remember the couple there, man. He's like, yeah.
Let's see, man.
Bolo, I call him, man. Because every time you ever seen Enter the Dragon,
No.
right? There's a guy in there, Bolo, right? Who fights with Bruce Lee. And his build and everything's really similar to Wan. He really reminds me of him. Wan's a good player.
He is,
he
yeah.
is.
I'm really impressed with
He
him.
is
Really
really
done
tough,
well,
yeah.
man.
Impressed with him,
Really,
so.
really done well. Let me just run through a couple of our super chats because we've been getting so many. Rudy says, I really enjoyed the Elfies joke. So you made someone laugh at it.
More.
Excedra says, get a better one, Abby. Why did he says he's got a better one. Got a better joke for you, Abby. Why did Santa's little helper have depression?
Why?
Because he had low elf-esteem.
That's cute.
That's good.
I've got another one for you.
There's another one. Jaden there says, Lisandro Martinez takes Elfies.
Oh, he's small.
That's a bit harsh.
Bless.
Garbo Staunton
World
says,
Cup winner, mate.
Robbie, just a reminder, that Matisse started hate-alongs last season. The biggest hater out there.
No. KG
KG that name
started
started
hate-alongs.
hate-along,
I've
yeah.
never used the word hate-along in my title.
No, we
Expressions
went
is doing op-alongs.
We just had a meeting.
And
We just had a meeting.
I do.
Yours is just what the match is.
I just do neutrals.
No,
I just.
don't
DLC
lie.
says, when are we creating-
We have conversations. We have meetings.
No.
About how to counteract. Don't lie. You were
No.
doing them last season.
Don't even know
Don't
that-
lie.
no.
Just own it.
ELC says, when are we creating a women's football show on DL? That we are in talks over that.
We
And
are.
Clara says, is it okay? It's okay, Matisse. Just say it's a tough place to go to.
Yeah.
Even Spurs lost
We did
there.
lose there. Thank
that's
you,
tough.
Clara.
It's
I've just
tough.
got another. Anne says, thank you, Dom. I've got another joke for you, Clara. I hope you like this one as well.
That's so vindictive.
How does a snowman get to work?
Oh no, this is gonna be horrendous.
Snowmobile.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Slay.
no.
I have no idea.
By icicle.
No, that was.
I liked it.
All right, let's just quickly run through these last few predictions. Fulham versus Burnley. Flex.
Fulham. 2-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
What was that one? Sorry.
Fulham v Burnley.
4-0 Fulham.
2-0 Fulham.
5-0 Fulham.
Wow.
That's what they've been notching up recently.
Wow.
Of course, Man City versus Brentford postponed there in the Club World Cup. Nottingham Forest, brand new manager Nuno Espirito Santo versus Bournemouth.
Nuno,
He's got a
welcome
good
back.
record, you know, in general. He's only Spurs where it went down, shock. Like, he's actually got a good record. I was looking at
Out with Ten Hag.
You know what I
Would you
mean?
be open to Nuno?
I'm just saying.
Would you
I'm just
be
saying.
open to
Won a
Nuno?
trophy, mate, in his first season, Champions League qualification. I'm just saying. Well, I don't know what Andrew doing in his first season, or if it would just be vibes.
You dared.
Dared.
You dared.
I don't know.
But up
Anyway,
against-
answer the
Versus
question.
Bournemouth.
I'll give him new manager bounce. I'll say 2-1 Nottingham Forest.
1-0 Forest.
Yeah, 1-0 Forest.
2-0 Forest.
Against Bournemouth, this?
Yeah.
2-1.
Lad, 2-1 Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth are good.
2-1.
Yeah,
2-1
Bournemouth
Forest.
playing well.
But it's not
They are. That's why.
Also,
Forest.
Steve Cooper, lad, you were great, lad.
Yeah,
know.
that's
to see him
sad.
go.
They gave him a big contract
Shame.
as well.
He was
Yeah,
brilliant,
but
him,
you did
lad. I
lose,
liked
you know,
him.
You lost a lot of games, man, and if you lose that amount of
They're
games,
17th, aren't they?
He's got Christmas off now.
you're in
He
trouble.
does.
Let's just take a look at the table before we go. At the moment, Arsenal on top on 39, Liverpool second on 38, and Villa third on 38. City in fourth on 34. Of course, they don't play this weekend. However, if either Arsenal or Liverpool win this week, they will be on top for Christmas. If they draw and Villa win on Friday, they will be top of the pile for Christmas. And the bottom three, Luton, who didn't play last week, and good news on their player Tom Lockyer. He's apparently out of hospital and at home recovering,
Good man,
so
Tom.
that's great to hear. Burnley second from bottom on 8 points, and Sheffield United rooted to the bottom on 8 points, and they go to Villa this weekend, so you wouldn't offer much hope to them. Kieran says, hope you have a wonderful Christmas and good luck to all your teams. Thank you very much for that, Kieran. Matisse, Abbi, Doyle, Flex, and also from me as well, we're wishing you all a really Merry Christmas. Remember to download as well Fair Play, the free app, and you can bet with your mates. Use the promo code Anfield. And if Arsenal score versus Liverpool, you get a free £10 bet. You've got to be 18 plus, be gamble aware, scan the QR code and download it in the app. Listen, thank you very much, as I said, once again. Thanks to Cecil as well for these presents.
Yeah, thanks for the presents.
Right,
Amazing.
and Merry Christmas to everybody. And come on, Arsenal, man, let's get it. I need that Christmas present.